Have you ever found yourself standing at the edge of circumstances that seem bleak and uncertain, and wondered if there's a light at the end of the tunnel? Do you sometimes question if there's a greater plan when everything around you seems to crumble? What if I told you that even in the darkest moments, there's a promise that prevails, a beacon of hope that has the power to transform your life? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most profound covenants in the Bible, God's covenant with Noah, found in Genesis chapter 9, verses 1 through 17. This ancient promise is not just a historical account. It's a message that resonates through generations, delivering hope and renewal, reminding us that even after the fiercest storms, a new beginning is possible. Let's journey together into the heart of this passage. After the cataclysmic flood that swept across the earth, Noah and his family emerged from the ark into a world washed clean, ready for a fresh start. It was at this pivotal moment that God established his covenant with Noah, a promise marked by the brilliance of the rainbow. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. Genesis 9:1. Imagine stepping onto dry land after months adrift, hearing these words. It's not just a command, it's a declaration of life and hope. A promise that despite the destruction, life will flourish again. But the most striking part of this passage is the covenant itself. And behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Genesis 9:11. This isn't just a promise to Noah, it's a promise to all of humanity. It's a reminder that God's faithfulness endures, no matter how dire the circumstances may seem. Now let's bring this ancient wisdom into our lives today. How often do we find ourselves in situations that feel like a flood, overwhelming and destructive? It might be financial struggles, relationship issues, health crises, or personal failures. But in the midst of our personal floods, God's promises remain steadfast. Just as the rainbow symbolized a new era for Noah, it reflects the potential for renewal in our own lives. Consider the symbol of the rainbow. It's a spectrum of colors that appears after the rain, a visual testament that beauty and hope can follow a storm. In our lives, the rainbow can manifest in various forms: a new opportunity, a mended relationship, or a breakthrough in a challenging situation. It symbolizes that our trials don't have to end in despair, but can pave the way for a new beginning. This passage also teaches us the importance of faith. Noah and his family survived the flood because they trusted in God's instructions and built the ark. They must have faced doubt and ridicule, yet their faith was unshakable. And when the floodwaters finally receded, their faith was rewarded with a new start. Similarly, we are called to hold on to our faith, especially when faced with trials. It's through faith that we build our own arks, trusting that God's promises will see us through. But let's not forget the communal aspect of this promise. God said to Noah, "With your seed after you." This covenant was meant for future generations, highlighting the importance of sharing hope and faith with those around us. In our lives, this means that our experiences and testimonies can provide hope and encouragement to others. Sharing our story of overcoming can inspire someone else to trust in God's promises during their own storm. Now think about this. How can you be a reflection of that rainbow in someone's life today? Can you offer encouragement to a friend, share a testimony of hope, or be a beacon of light in your community? By embodying the promises of God, we not only strengthen our own faith, but also help illuminate the path for others. As we meditate on this passage, let's internalize its powerful message. God's promises stand firm, even when the tide seems to be against us. His covenant is a reminder that renewal and hope are always within reach. So when life's floods threaten to overwhelm you, remember the rainbow. Hold on to the promises of God and watch as a new beginning unfolds. To those of you who believe that God has a bigger plan for your life, I encourage you to leave a comment saying, "I believe," and wait. Let it be a declaration of your faith and an encouragement to others who might be struggling with their own storms. As we conclude today's sermon, let's carry this profound lesson with us. Let's look for the rainbows in our lives, the signs of God's enduring promises, and share that hope with others. And remember, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for the next part of our journey through Genesis, where we'll continue to unravel the incredible stories and lessons that shape our faith and understanding. Until next time, may you find peace in the midst of your storms, and may God's promises shine brightly upon you. Thank you for being a part of this spiritual journey. See you in the next sermon.